Yo, check this out, guys. Alright, so a lot of you guys have been saying, yo, build a pond, build a pond. We want to see a pond. Throw some fish in a pond. Well, I think I might have a pond now, but I haven't seen anybody do this, but I figured if I can make a pond out of a bathtub, which, by the way, if you guys missed that video, you guys can check out that video right here. I did turn my bathtub into a pond, and I had a bunch of goldfish in there. You guys can check it out. I decided to go to Walmart, and I got me a inflatable pool pond. These are really cheap. You don't have to dig. You don't have to do anything. The only risk is that there is a risk that your fish could possibly puncture this. But the material that's in this pool is puncture resistant, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus, it also came with filtration, and it really was not that much. It was really cheap. It's a lot cheaper than digging a pond and getting one of those tubs or a liner. It's less work, a lot easier. So I'm gonna try this out. Right now I just filled it up with a bunch of hose water. So this water hasn't been treated yet. Let me show you guys how I'm gonna cycle this pond and how I'm gonna get it safe for fish. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna dump like half of this bottle in here. I'll probably dump the whole thing, to be honest, even though I don't want to because it's super expensive. But for all the people that are new to the fish hobby, this is called Prime. What this does, it gets rid of all chlorine and makes it fish safe for your fish. Before you add fish into a newly established tank or pond, you want to make sure you get rid of all the chlorine, especially if you've been using tap water. Let's go ahead and dump this in. By the way, this stuff stinks. Oh, and if you want to order this, you guys can also order this on Amazon, just like I do. I'll have a link down in the description. So I'm just going to pour a bunch of this. Alright guys, so I just dumped pretty much like 75% of the dechlorinator in here. I didn't use all of it. Usually a few drops will get rid of a lot of chlorine, but since I have such a big body of water here, I just went ahead and dumped a whole lot in there. The cool thing about Prime is that you can't overdose on that stuff. You can dump you can dump a whole bottle in there. Your fish will still be okay. Even though we got rid of all the chlorine in the water, it's still not safe for the fish. So the reason being is because this tank hasn't went through the nitrogen cycle yet. Now, the nitrogen cycle usually takes about 30 days for it to activate and go through and do its thing. Me, I don't have 30 days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take material from a tank that's already been through the nitrogen cycle, and this has lots of beneficial bacteria, and I'm just going to dump some of it into the pool, and this is going to jumpstart the nitrogen cycle, and it should instantly cycle it. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so it's currently the next day, and I'm pretty sure it's safe for fish. So I got some fish here. I got some small bait fish. Now you guys might be thinking, dude, you got a pond just to stock these little pond fish? No. Let's see how they do first, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna put in here. I was thinking of putting all those baby largemouth bass in here in about 2 weeks from now, because I'm pretty sure 2 weeks from now they're going to be at least half an inch or an inch. They'll be big enough to where I can keep them outside, no problems. But for right now, let's just go ahead and go with these guys and see how they do. Alright. Fish number one. This is just a red ear sunfish. There he goes. Welcome to your new home, buddy. Okay, so he just disappeared. Alright. And then we got these guys. Alright. We also got a little goldfish. There you go, bud. I got two. last one. You're free. Jump. There you go. The cool thing about this is that this is a inflatable pool pond, and that underneath the fish, if they want to, they can swim underneath this thing right here and they will get total coverage from any predators that might try to eat them, such as like birds and stuff like that. And I threw them in here and they're all hiding now. They've all disappeared underneath this thing right here. So I'm not going to be able to find these guys. Oh, there's one right there. So there's one right there, and he's just been running laps around the pool. Now some of you guys might be worried, like, hey, are they going to puncture this? It's a possibility they might be able to puncture this, but I don't think so. The box said that the liner material in here is puncture resistant, so I don't think these fish will be able to puncture a hole, and even if they do, I'll get some flex tape. Alright guys, so now that you guys have seen the pond, hopefully you guys like it. I'm gonna have a poll right here in the top right hand corner. I want you guys to pick what type of fish I should stock it. Here are the choices. Go ahead, take your time, don't think about it too much, and choose one of the options there. I'll greatly appreciate your feedback. You can also comment down below and tell me what fish you guys want to see in there. I did mention in my last video that I wanted to put my baby largemouth bass in there, but I don't know how you guys would feel about that. Would you guys want to see hundreds of baby largemouth bass in the pond, or would you guys rather see my tarpon go in there, or the big sunfish that I just caught, or potentially my peacock bass, or do you guys want a bunch of goldfish in there? I mean, there's just so much things that we can do, so many endless combinations of fish that we can throw in there. And since summer is coming right around the corner, I should be able to keep these fish outside in good health. Heck, I can even probably turn that into a angelfish pond, but not right now because it's still a little chilly. But once May or June comes around, oh boy, it's gonna get so hot where I'm at, and I could keep any type of fish in the pool. I actually thought really hard about keeping angelfish in there, and one of the reasons why I would like to keep angelfish in there is because, one, they are really slow moving fish. You might be thinking, well, why do you think that's a good reason to keep angelfish in there? Well, it's always been a dream of mine since I was a little kid to swim with the fishies, and I thought, what cool fish I could potentially swim with and get underwater footage for you guys than angelfish, because one, they're really slow, and you guys already know if I go into the pool with fish in there, most fish will get startled and potentially jump out of the pool. But angelfish, there's no way that they're gonna jump out of that pool because they're such slow moving fish. And plus, I raised these angelfish since they were babies, so I think they're pretty used to me. I think they eat out of my hand, so I don't think that they would be too startled by me by going into their pool, into their new home. These guys, I actually think angelfish would be one of the best choices. So let me know what you guys think about that. Matter of fact, do me a favor guys, if you do plan on leaving a comment down below explaining to me what type of fish you want to see in there, at the end of that comment put hashtag I am a master, so I could potentially pick you for a shout out. I want to do some more shout outs. A lot of people participated in this little thing that I just started where I shout out some people. And also, if you're a small YouTuber and you want me to shout out your YouTube channel, feel free to leave your YouTube link down below in the comment. Now, if you do decide to do this, YouTube is automatically going to hold your comment for review because you're leaving a link to your channel. But don't worry, I won't miss your comment. I'll go through my comments and I will be able to see it. And if I pick you, I'll shout you out in my next video. And my next video is potentially going to be me stocking this pond with whatever you guys want me to stock it with. You guys already know what I want to stock it with. I want to know what you guys want to see go in there because I made this pond for you guys. That's it for this video. Subscribe and like the video, y'all. Take care and peace out.